Yo, hip hop heist, man. What up? We back at it with another reaction, man. Ebro and Rosenberg, you are fired. From HOT97, man, and he speaks out. We talking about Ebro right here, claiming political retaliation. Okay. I just heard this news. I kind of been out busy doing, honestly, I just been moving around the city, grocery shopping. Got a big event this weekend. Got a shampooer for the carpet. And yeah, we just keep it running. But man, Ebro is gone? That's crazy. Let me see how long he's actually been on this. Let me see, bro. Ebro been on this show. HOT97. Was it years worked, I guess? I don't really know how to say that. Okay. Oh, 13 years. Boom. So Ebro and they've been on the air on HOT97 for 13 years. Actually, they might not have been on the air for that long because I think he's like a program director. He was a program director. Matter of fact, the facts are right here. Let's get right to it, man. And before we go on, man, hit that like and subscribe, bro. And go follow Chig Smooth because Chigs brought us this article. And, yeah, man, we appreciate that. So, shout out Chigs. He really up there with it. And, yeah, man, let's get right to it, though. We're going to read this off first. This is Ebro Darden's iconic Ebro in the Morning show at HOT97 officially ended after 13 years on December 12, 2025 with the hosts Darden, Peter Rosenberg, and Laura Stiles. Confirming the abrupt departure, though Darden hinted at new venture, stating is done. More to come as the show, a fixture since 2012, was removed from the station's lineup, marking a major shift for New York hip-hop radio. Okay, so, man, honestly, I think if they was bought out by somebody or whatever, I mean, you know, when you get new management at any job, the first thing they do is start, you know what I mean? Start kicking people out, bro. Like, let's be real. They just like we don't know you, but we know this guy, so let's bring this guy in. Or it could be a bunch of factors as to why they cut the show and they fired all of them. So let's key details. It says the show ended. The final broadcast of Ebro in the Morning was December 12, 2025. The show ran for 13 years at HOT97. Ebro Darden, Peter Rosenberg, and Laura Stiles are the hosts. It says reason for departure. While details are emerging, Darden mentioned needing a step away and ownership changes. Venture capital at MediaCo were cited as potential factors. And so he says about the future Super Radio, the syndicator confirmed that they remain committed to the Ebro brand, hinting at a new platform soon. Okay, so boom. That's really what happens too, is if somebody really believes in you at your job at the host or talk show, radio show, and you get bought out or you bring in the new management, I mean, it's not far-fetched for somebody like Super Radio, the syndicator, to remain committed to something that they, that maybe it's 13 years, so that's a long time. Yeah, man. Honestly, dude, I watched The Breakfast Club. I do see clips of HOT97 and when they got new, when they have interviews, right? But when it comes to like Ebro and Laura and Peter Rosenberg, man, I don't know. They seem like the outsiders, like, that's just in my opinion. But obviously, they're really in this. They've been in part of this music stuff for, man, well over 20-something years, right? It's got to be at this point. So that's just an opinion. That could be, it's probably not right, but, I like Charlemagne. I feel like Charlemagne was one of those guys that's, he really up there with it, right? He's able to. I think people with Ebro, he might try a little bit, and people are probably afraid of him. Bro's like 10 feet tall. So shout out Ebro though. We hope that they all come back, and they will, more powerful as far as with their own endeavors, right? But yeah, we're gonna get to this clip, man. Nice little rant, huh? Or a nice little prologue. Let's get to it, man. Hit that like and subscribe. This Hip Hop Heist.
Very, very unfortunate news, you guys. As 2025 is coming to an end, well, so is a lot of podcasts and radio shows. It saddens me to announce to you guys that Ebro's Hot 97 show, Ebro in the Morning, has officially ended. That's right, you guys. Ebro, Peter Rosenberg, and Laura Stiles, they've all officially been fired from Hot 97. Now, Ebro has been doing a lot of PR the last couple of hours to make sure that he controls the narrative of them getting fired. According to Ebro, the company that owns Hot 97, which is Media Co., they weren't rocking with their political views. Ebro is claiming they were fired due to political retaliation. Here's what he said.
Make sure you subscribe to Ebro in the Morning on YouTube.
Oh, okay, yeah. They keeping the show. Damn, he laughed because it probably sounds crazy to say it after 13 years, right? Like, put yourself in Ebro's shoes for a second. He's like, I'm really here in this position. Like, I've seen everybody else, that happened to everybody else, but he like, damn, like, that's crazy. But at the end of the day, man, sometimes a new space, new co-workers, just a new space, bro. Sometimes you be in a funk, right, or be in something, and you just get out of that space. That shit'll change your whole life. So this could be the greatest thing for Ebro, bro. At this time, he put his time in. Let's keep going, man.
I told y'all a couple of weeks ago when they tried to run that Andrew Cuomo play on me. Remember that shit? And then they tried. When the Trumpster got in office, listen, man, I don't capitulate well, bro. Been doing this too long. If you look around all the major media outlets, man. All of them. Look at all of them. They all got to fold up because they all trying to renew their deals, their licenses. They all, well, in this particular situation, we'll get into more specifics another time. Bro's a casino owner. You know those 3 licenses that they got here in New York City for the casinos? The guy that owns the shit owns one of the casinos licenses. He got to raise $500,000, bro. $500 million, excuse me. They need my shit talking anti-Netanyahu, anti-government, progressive shit out the way, bro. They need me out the way. They trying to get to these bags that these VCs got, raise some capital. They don't really care, like, especially for like a Hot 97 and a WBLS. They don't give a fuck about hip hop or black music or black community. They don't give a fuck about none of that. They give a fuck about access. They give a fuck about being able to bring their little nerdy friends to the concerts, because that helps them raise money. They've been trying to get to me for years, bro. Years. But, Ebro in the Morning on the YouTubes. Subscribe.
Yeah, hit the joint, though.
Okay.
That's right. Shout out Ebro, man. He's still pushing. And YouTube, man, people make a lot of money on YouTube, man. Especially if you're in the limelight like that. And you're probably getting paid out, before all the you know, the monthly YouTube payments. Like, he probably taking a fat check, advance, or just I don't know exactly what they call, but I believe that Ebro gonna be okay. I hope he takes Laura with him, and I hope he takes Pete. But we haven't really heard what they got to say about it, so maybe on the next video. But I truly think that this could be major for their next endeavors, bro. It's all about chapters, bro. Okay, let's look up who's about to take their place. Who is taking Ebro place? Boom. I bet AI too. Watch the AI. Ebro likely refers to radio host Ebro Darden, who hosts as of late 2025. He seems to be still on air. Nope, that's a little late. AI. Or if there's recent shakeups, listeners might be asking who's replacing him long term, though he was active in late 2025. Okay, so we haven't heard yet. He did mention something about Cuomo, so I don't know if that had to do with the politics in New York, or I mean, was he about to? You know, the Cuomo brothers was they about to host HOT97? I'm not sure. But we will find that out for you. This is Hip Hop Heist TV, man. Like and subscribe, and let's get right back into this clip.
You know what I'm saying? Shayla. Well, yeah, people that I've worked with for a long time, man. They know who I am. They know what I stand for. The communities that listen and have supported us. They know, y'all know how I rock. Y'all know what type of shit I pop.
Let's break that down. Ebro's really about what he says. So could that be why the politics, the new owners don't like that? Maybe the new owners tried to push a different agenda, and Ebro behind the scenes is just like, nah, that's not us. That's not our show. That's a possibility. That shit happens all the time. So we will find out everything in the coming days, right? It always comes out in the wash. That's a bar. I think Grandma told me that one. Don't lie, because it all comes out in the wash or some shit. But yeah, man. Let's go.
But I told you, listen, if you listen to Ebro in the morning, I told y'all they was hunting. I told you they was hunting. And we gonna keep talking shit. I told y'all they was hunting. Pat Rob. You know? But this shit is about that. So, buckle up. Because we're going to get active. Enjoy your holidays. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy your holiday. Happy holidays. Let's get active. Don't fall for the bullshit, man. Work hard. Put yourself in position so the bullshit come every generation. Every generation. Think about it. All throughout the years, man. All throughout the years. The bullshit always come. Well, I gotta open the roof. It's cold outside, man. It's mad cold, bro. More to come. Ebro in the morning on the YouTube.
Now, Peter Rosenberg and Laura Stiles also said their goodbyes today as well. Rosenberg said almost 19 years later, it comes to a close. Longest tenured morning host ever at the station. became friends with my heroes. The future is very exciting, but I'm filled with gratitude for the past. Ebro plucked me out of obscurity in DC and put this mic in my hand. Thank you, God. And to the people who used to be at Hot 97 and the few that remain who truly care about the brand and the culture, I hope I mostly made you proud. Laura Styles said we had the best time, the most beautiful listeners, and got to work with legends I love. I'm so proud of the work we did together. I lived so many of my dreams at Hot 97 and got to work with my best friends. And best friends don't let go. Trust me, Ebro, Rosenberg, and I have plans and more coming next year. Now, those plans, for what we know, is that these guys are not moving to YouTube. Looks like starting sometime next year, they plan to continue Ebro in the Morning on YouTube. Now, however, if you're a Drake fan or if you're somebody that did not fuck with Ebro or Hot 97, this is amazing news to you. A lot of people feel like the show was canceled because they had no creativity. People have long felt like Ebro was out of touch. He was a gatekeeper that refused to usher in new talent, new rappers, and above all, people feel like he's a Drake hater. Earlier this year, Ebro went viral and also pissed
I think a lot of people are Drake haters. I'm just gonna say that.
For a lot of Drake fans after he called Drake a sickness.
Is not that important.
Yo, I remember that.
The reason Drake's in this is because he is a sickness in the game. It could have been any artist. It's what Drake represents. We've been saying this for
either way. Even if you love him or you hate him, these guys did a lot for the culture and they were able to secure a lot of legendary interviews. Now, of course, outside of Ebro,
yeah, you know what's crazy is that polarizing state, or that polarizing view on it all, right? Like, because everybody was like, damn, he said that about Drake on air. It's like you need that, honestly. You know what I mean? And I remember hearing that. And I think at the beginning of this, I said those guys were the... but looking at them, these guys have been around, man. Straight up. You know, and I remember a big thing was about Lil Yachty not knowing any kind of Biggie record or not much of Tupac. And Ebro did not like that. I remember that. That was a good one. We might put that one up on its own reaction, but yeah, man. Remember Uzi Vert? There was so many moments. The Kodak Black. I think Kodak Black just dipped. Yeah, he just dipped out. All right, interview's done. Ebro's like, all right, it's done then. You know what I mean? So that's who he is on this radio show. That's his character. That's who he is in real life. Not falling for the dumb shit. You know what I mean? And yeah, man. Actually, when I say that over right now, you need that, bro. Because if everything's just go by the book, not really, you know what I mean, open up these topics, what are we really even talking about? We all would look like minions then, just doing the same shit, or you know what I mean? So yeah, shout out Ebro, man. They can't be stressing too hard though. These guys have put in so much time. They paid all their dues, and you know, I think this next chapter for all of them is about to be something that, you know, it's probably not going to be where they could just be fired anymore. These guys are really, you know, they're at a spot where they can own everything now. You know what I mean? And be the majority partners and all that. So I'm telling you, man, I really have a good feeling about this. And yeah, man, let's keep it going. I want to know who the hell was about to take Ebro's spot. Was it the Cuomo guy? If it was him, bro, Hot 97 about to be, man, call it Fox News. All right.
Morning show. These guys still have stuff going on. Ebro still works at Apple Music. He's currently the head of editorial with Apple Music, and he's also got a show with them. As far as Rosenberg, I believe he's still on the radio doing sports, and he's also involved with wrestling. And I believe Laura Styles has her own festival. So these guys are not going away yet, but as far as Ebro in the Morning radio show, that is completely over. You guys get in the comments below. How do you guys feel about this? And what do you guys think about what Ebro said? Do you guys think this was a political retaliation? Or did they get fired due to low ratings on the radio? Like this.
Oh, okay. Okay. I think there's a birth and a death to everything in life. Like there's a shelf life for everything, man. And I think being that guy, you can even see it. He's squinting like I'm that big tough guy. I don't take no dumb shit. But I'll joke with you, right? But when these executives and shit start running shit, they're scared of this guy. Think about it. The people in the suits are scared of somebody that's not gonna listen to them. Or is just not afraid to be a wild bull at times. Like, trust me, I already know. I mean, I already know that angle, because for sure, man, you realize in life, for me personally, I can't have a boss. And I feel like Ebro is kind of similar to that. Like, I feel like if the boss is like, bro, I feel like when the boss told Ebro to, you're fired, Ebro's response was, no, I'm not. Like, that's Ebro, you know what I mean? So, and the suits they ain't gonna jive with that. But then also, if there's, the ratings dip too low over time, that shit happens. But yeah, man, Hip Hop Heist TV, man, we in it now. Actually, we done with it. Appreciate y'all for watching. Shout out Chick Smooth for the article that we reacting to. And yeah, shout out these three, man, and their families. I hope they bounce back quick. And boom. Let's get to it, man. Go get that sticker for $5.55 in the channel store tab. It really helps out the channel. I appreciate everybody that's copped it so far. Yeah, man, with that being said, be happy, be healthy, do what you got to do to survive, like Pac said, but also, man, be of service, man. Help somebody out today. That really goes a long way. And to me, I feel like that's why we really here, is to share. You know what I mean? So let's figure it out. Let's all come together. And we out, man. Hip Hop Heist TV, man. Let's get it.